Good evening, everybody. How's it going? It's been a while, and we missed you guys. Hope you guys missed us. This is Madness Over Manila. My name is Fabian. I am your storyteller for this evening, and we're gonna be telling a hunter story. Join us for the break for some announcements for Bad House. This will be our last stream for the year before the holidays, and hope you guys have great plans for the holidays. If not, you can always watch our backlog, or if anything, hopefully there are wonderful games in store in your library. During the game, you can help out our well, not Kindred, as my notes say, our hunters. You can do that by using channel points, or $10 grants a reroll to your desired player. They can roll up to 3 dice, and $20 gives them a flashback, which means they can rewrite history and tell us about something they prepared for the situation at hand to be an automatic success. Usual content warnings for this show can be found by typing CW, exclamation point CW in the chat. As a reminder, I'll list them off right now. That our show may feature and cover dark and heavy themes discussed and agreed upon by the cast in a previous session 0. Examples of such are religious trauma, power dynamics, loss of autonomy, needles, medical procedure, colorism, drug use, ableism, extortion, neocolonialism, light depictions of gore, gun violence, and explosions. If at any point you feel the need to step away, we understand, and we encourage you to take care of yourselves. The VOD will be available later on, so you can just skip on to the parts that make you feel uncomfortable, and you can enjoy the story that we're trying to tell. That being said, let me introduce you to our hunters, starting with Amihan.
I was on mute. Hello, my name is Amihan. I use he, they pronouns. My handle is at the Rose Cleric on any and all social media. And I will be playing Enid, who uses he, they pronouns as well. Oh, and she pronouns. Yeah. Okay.
Calamity.
Hello, everyone. I'm Calamity, pronoun she, they. You can find me all over the place as Hey Calamity with 3 Y's at the end. And today I will be playing Kehoe, who uses they, he, she pronoun.
And Jazz.
What up? My name is Jazz, also known as Scoria on the socials. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Anais, who uses she, her pronouns.
Last but not least, we have Kappa.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kappa. Christian's okay too. I use he, any pronouns. I will be Arjun today, who uses he, him pronouns.
Fantastic. That being said, let's do a little episode recap. It's been a few weeks.
Recap indeed.
Exactly. And just to refresh you as to what has happened already. Manila has been suffering a shortage of hunters since the incident of the siege of Kindred stronghold years prior. With the shortage at the Denny and David Advincula seek the cell's help to retrieve a prototype weapon to help against the supernatural. A previous pair of hunters headed to the Manila Film Center have been gone missing with no contact. During the investigation, the cell finds 5 sarcophagi, with 2 of which open, one with a body inside and another empty. A Kindred appears with a ghoul, and after retrieving the case with the prototype weapon, they take advantage of the Kindred's confusion to escape. The cell heads to Denny's to return the weapon, as each member heads to end the night. The rest of the hunter cell have these small moments of recollection of things that they can explore to help them out, except for Arjun. Arjun meets with a mysterious contact and discover more about the situation at hand, which we're going to get into right now. Arjun.
Yes.
Let's change the mood here. You head to this shawarma place. It's 2 a.m. 3 a.m. maybe, and it's been a long day. After waiting for about an hour, nobody comes. You start to head back to your car with some takeout, and before you open the door, you hear behind you, "Hey, I'm glad you came." And as you turn, you see this figure, this creature, not dissimilar to the shawarma that was being cut. Their face is disfigured like a slab of meat. Undeterminable, except for 2 fangs in front of their lips. Excuse the look.
Whoa,
No, I'm not the
What are
most
you?
good looking. Oh,
don't hurt me.
no. Last thing I want to do is hurt you, unless you try to hurt me. Then I'm gonna have to defend myself. Are we good? And he holds his hands, like right in front of his chest, just so you can see that he's not holding anything. He's not there to mean any harm.
Yeah, I lower my hand, which is up in sort of like a defensive gesture. I lower it.
And he steps back to give you a little bit of space.
You can't go around scaring people like that, you know?
It's unfortunate because the way that I look, no matter what I do, it's gonna scare people. So Arjun, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're the one that contacted me.
Yeah. Thanks for meeting me. My name's Tope. Yeah. Just a nickname, a cute nickname my sire gave to me. But no, I'm just here to talk. I wanted to ask you about this thing that you were talking about on your email. So what you got for me?
Well, really quick, I forgot what I emailed back about. It was about the we found
You mentioned in the email about like the Manila Film Center,
yes.
who you found, like there was another kind of creature there.
Yes, I forgot her name. What was her name?
Honora.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yes. She called herself Honora.
Oh. He carefully like shows you his left hand. He's taking something out of his back pocket, and carefully he takes out a notepad. He starts writing a little old school.
I'm gonna try and peek over into what he's writing down.
Yeah. And he's writing down exactly what you're telling him, like kind of shorthand.
Yes.
And
I'll
Nora.
recount. Yeah, I recount the manner at which she seemed to take interest in me, especially talk about how she had attacked the van.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very strong, almost hungry.
Mm.
Some of the words I used to describe Honora.
Lucky. I'm surprised to be talking to you right now and you're still in one piece. Well, and points over to your arm with the bite, with the bandage.
Oh, and I cover it with my sleeve.
Yeah.
It's just a scratch.
They say anything about I don't know, Camarilla, the prince, or something?
She was looking for her prince, I believe.
Okay. No
Do
name?
you know this? Do you know this Honora? I don't remember the name. I doubt Arjun would remember the name.
Yeah, I don't believe that there was a name mentioned.
Yeah, just a prince. Yeah.
Well, we know of her. We've been keeping her where she was till we could have moved her. Unfortunately, rebuilding a new faction is hard.
Bet who is we?
I guess you don't really know the politics of Kindred, or should I say vampires. I want you to roll me an intelligence and politics.
Okay.
Roll.
Okay. And then this is. Hold on. Let me pull up my character sheet. There you are. Okay. You said intelligence and
Politics, yes.
And politics. Okay. Both fail.
Both fail. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing over 4.
Nothing over 4. Okay. It's not really a bad roll. I was just seeing whether or not you knew something innately about Kindred.
Okay.
And proceeds to tell you, Kindred and Manila, they're factions. Back when the Spanish came, some of their kindred came along with. The reasons are muddy. Some younger kindred don't really remember why. Colonization, right? I guess. And basically, a few years back, we had a changing of the guard. We had to change leadership because they weren't really leading us to progress. Kindred, as old as we are, well, as they are, they tend to stick to their old ways, but we still need to progress, to assimilate, to keep up with the times. So new leadership was instilled, and now we try to basically keep our factions up to date. Now, the Camarilla, as we still go by, we had to restructure a little bit. And the sarcophagi that Enora was with, those were our property, but they tend to be barbaric in their way, so we wanted to keep them iced. Fortunately, now we hear that at least one of them is out.
Do you think someone let Enora out, or Enora did this on her own?
Well, there's a lot of possibilities, right? A bunch of nosy hunters like yourself accidentally freeing her from her binds. Maybe somebody from the old guard knowing about their existence, trying to free them so they can instill death and destruction to our new system that we have in place. Either way, it's dangerous for all of us. Us and you, and even the local kindred. So I am trying to I'm trying to get as much as I can in terms of information.
So what do you want to do after this? Just partnership? I feed you information, you don't kill us? Or is this more of a situation where I stop if I choose not to help you, means trouble for me?
Well, if you choose not to help me, it's more trouble to your kind. I think you've noticed that supernatural creatures now here and there are, what do you say, going apeshit. And and I think the reason why you haven't read some of the names that you're familiar with in obituaries are the fact that we are trying our best to conserve the ecosystem.
Mm.
See, the more that the creatures of Manila run rampant, our food source gets compromised, and if our food source gets compromised, some of our leading people go hungry, and when they go hungry, it's not a good thing. So
you're here to try and restore some sort of balance amongst your food.
exactly. We don't believe in subjugating, but we do believe in making sure that we don't have to compete with others. I hope that makes sense.
Oh, it's crystal clear. There's very little that me and my people can say or do to make sure that nobody gets hurt. And for now, this will do.
Good. Good.
For now.
I assume that being a hunter is an expensive endeavor.
Yes, it's very expensive. I'm in poverty.
He looks behind him. Something that you didn't notice before. On the leaning against the tire of your van, he procures a briefcase. He looks around, making sure that no one's there. He puts in his arms, he opens it, and he faces it to you. About 500,000 pesos.
Yo.
This is all yours. Figure it as a down payment.
What are you purchasing?
Your services. I want you to use this. Think of it as capital to figure out a way to entrap Enora. Find her,
Okay.
entrap her. I don't want you to risk your lives, of course. That's asking too much. He closes it, he takes out. He shows us his right hand, goes to his back pocket, and produces an older flip phone. The moment you find her, the moment you trap her, I need you to use this phone. Only one number is stored here. It's enough, and it only has enough for one call. Just one. Give me a call, and I'll get to you as soon as I can.
I will take the phone and nod.
He shuts the
Okay.
briefcase. He hands it over to you. I do need to warn you. Enora's not your regular Kindred. Much older, fiercer, more dangerous.
More dangerous?
Of course, she's maybe 800 years old.
Oh, wow.
She's one of the elders. They're called Grigori. They were brought here to protect the prince, but now that the prince is dead, they're going to try to rectify that death, instill a prince in their name, if not them. And then chaos. They don't believe that kind like such as you are worth living, and they kill indiscriminately. So
The greater of the two evils, I understand.
exactly.
I will give you a call.
Fantastic. been nice getting to know you, Arjun.
Thank you, Tupe.
And one last thing. He turns one of the pages of his notepad, scribbles an address, and he tears it out. That's your address, correct?
Is it my address?
It is yours address.
I'll nod.
Fantastic. So now we're clear. I know where you live. Well, have a good evening.
I will take the briefcase. I will give tip my hat, get in the van.
As you tip your hat, once you look up, he's gone.
Very calmly, just gonna drive like 1 or 2 minutes and then pull off to the side of the road and just start screaming in my van. Just, yeah. Before I go home.
You go home. You have whatever restful night you can get after your meal. You're 500,000 pesos richer.
Mhm.
In the morning,
Yeah.
the day begins for everyone. You hear the chickens of the neighborhood caw at the sun. You see a bunch of children heading to school, bunch of people heading to their early morning commute, going to work. As everybody else wakes in their humble abode. Arjun, you probably are still asleep from your
Yeah, I passed out like 15 minutes ago, finally, after like calming down. Yeah.
We're going to start going around and seeing what everybody's doing. We're going to start with Enid. Enid,
Yes.
how does your morning look like for you?
Enid didn't get very much sleep, but I think their body's used to that at this point. They pull out the little piece of paper with the phone, and it's the phone number for Jessica Lau, I believe.
Yes.
And they look at it for a few seconds, and they sigh, and they dial it to see if it's open at this time in the morning.
You dial it. You hear a few rings. And just as you were about ready to end the call and kind of give up, you hear an answer. Hello?
Hi. Have I reached Jessica Lau?
No, Jessica's not here yet. Can I know who's calling?
This is, and then they get a bit nervous and they go, "This is Enid Olivar. My aunt told me to contact this number and ask for Jessica Lau."
Okay. Okay. Jessica should be here in about an hour. I
can be there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
My name's Gemelin. Yeah, I'll be here as well, and I'll let her know to expect you. Yeah,
Okay, Gemma.
we don't really open until 2 hours from now, but I'll let her know. And we should be able to accommodate you.
Thank you. I'm very sorry. This is really there's something.
No worries.
Yes, something's happening, and I just need all the help that I can get right now.
Okay. And you hear her yawn on the other line, and she doesn't even, absentmindedly, doesn't even like tell you goodbye, and the call ends.
Yeah. I think Enid looks at the phone and then just takes another deep breath, and then I think they'll text everybody. Like maybe there's a group chat that they make between all the hunters, and they go, "I'm going to Jessica Lau's today."
Does anybody reply?
Anais will reply, "Have fun, kissy face."
Okay,
I'm still asleep.
cool. Kiho,
I
do you
think
have a
just
reply?
says K, thumbs up.
Cool.
At least you gave the thumbs up.
And with that, we're gonna fast forward about. It takes you about an hour and a half to get there, with getting ready and everything. And it's a very humid day. Binondo is the Chinatown of Manila. It's very crowded. It smells of both food and it smells of the wet market at the distance. You navigate through and you see a kind of storefront that says Wei Lao Herbal. There is a their gate isn't shutters. Their gate is those crisscross kind of gates that close by the side, and you can see from within there. It's not fully open. You see that it's open by the door, but by the windows it's still closed. You can peer inside, and you can't really see anything in it. But you do notice that there is movement in there. Maybe some shadows that dart past somewhere in a back room where the light is.
Okay. Enid's going to adjust their hat to kind of cover their hair because the humidity. It's not spectacular for it, and I don't think they really put much care into their hygiene this morning. So they knock at the door, like it's like a little tap 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 a few times, and they go, "Hello, it's Enid."
Tap
I
at the
am here.
door, and it takes a while. You keep tapping, and if you have jewelry that kind of hits the glass in a way that has like an echo, and you see in the back a head pops out. It's a younger woman, kind of sleepy looking. She's wearing a shawl, kind of like to like cover the rest of her shoulders, and she walks in. You hear a click at the door, and the bell rings as she opens it. Are you Enid?
It's me. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. She looks around and she opens the door. Yeah, come in.
All right. They make their way in.
As you make your way in, you hear a click. Well, you hear the bells and followed by a click. They lock the door behind them, and they usher you to the back room. You get there, and it's a sparse room, kind of like a quick break room, but upstairs, you see like a small stairs going up. Jessica's just upstairs. You can head up. Can I get you anything? Tea, water, coffee? Coffee sounds good.
Yeah, will be. Thank you. That'd be very kind of you.
Sure. I'll bring it up.
Okay, thanks so much.
She leaves you to it.
Yeah. I think Enid takes a while to like just and look around their environment. Just a quick scan of the room to see what's in there.
It's pretty sparse. A table, a few chairs, like maybe like supplies on a wall, like invoices, some bags, some boxes that are like for storage, for customers. When you went in, just to give you an idea of what the store looked like as you were heading over to the back, you were able to see a bunch of like a bunch of like boxed dried herbs and like these it's like a regular herbal shop. You have salves and stuff around. You have things that are hanging that look like dried kind of plants, that are for tea or whatever, for salves or for any concoction. The smell is of eucalyptus and menthol. And there's a bunch of like, a lot of it is in like Chinese writing. And you walk upstairs. You're seeing, as you're walking upstairs, there are small pictures, like about like this big, that big. And it's just a bunch of women in front of the store. You know, some are older, and it's getting older and older as you go up, to like something that looks like it was in like the 50s. And you see in the last photo, it has like a bunch of like flowers at the front of the store. Looks like a grand opening. You get to the top, and what you see is a comparatively to how sparse it was at the bottom, you see that it's super packed. It's super condensed with armoires, cabinets, a beautiful like antique coffee table, a couch as well with velvet seat covers, and you see sitting on one of the chairs reading a book is this woman who's in her maybe like mid-30s, sleeked hair to one side, very clean cut, and in like a very flowy kind of shirt, and like in not really dress pants, but is very formal looking. She sits with the posture of someone very very strict, very curt, very straightforward. She looks at you and is like, "Welcome. You're Enid?"
That's me. Yes, I was the one that called this morning.
She puts her book down. "Please have a seat."
Enid takes a nervous seat. They're like feeling a little bit out of their depth somehow.
"You mentioned something was going on and you needed help."
Yes. So, I, just for context, been in the Philippines for 20 years. But I come from a family of hunters, the Bolivar family. I just took it upon myself to come here to find some answers. But I found more than that. Something I didn't expect. I went hunting last night with a group of individuals. And I imagine if I shared with you details of our adventure, you might be able to... You might have more understanding of what's going on.
That's a fair assessment to have. Well, I unfortunately have never heard of your family before. Hunter circles and mage circles don't necessarily go together well. Sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. Sometimes your kind sees us as the monsters that they very much well hunt. But some of you come to us like you are yourself right now for help. I don't shy away to hunters like you who understand that we might be able to offer something. This thing that you've hunted, tell me more about it.
So we were sent to pick up something that was unfortunately left behind by a group of other hunters in the Manila Film Center. And we ended up acquiring the equipment successfully, but not without encountering what I believe to be a ghoul. And sorry, go on.
No, please, continue.
There was 5 sarcophagi, and one of them was open with a stake drawn through the chest of whoever was inside of it. And the other one was open, but I don't think we didn't think anybody was there until what I presume to be a very powerful vampire named Inora showed up. I think as they recall the details of the evening, they remember what happened to Arjun and then how everybody else was like trying to combat her. And she says, based off of the information we found at the scene and what happened afterwards, Inora has brothers, and they are all meant to protect some prince, and they're all part of this Grigori order. It was just really confusing to try and put together all at once because she seemed very interested in finding this prince and also very interested in killing all of us. And we escaped with our lives, fortunately, but I don't think that's the last time we're going to see her.
Okay. Well, what I know so far is, well, what I can tell you basically is that we've left the Manila Film Center alone for a while now. Everybody know it's one of the most haunted places in the city, and we tend to leave it alone. The Kindred moved in. Well, at least some security was there for a while. And we let them have their own take of it. Fortunately, with somebody from the inside, we were able to get a little bit more information about it. And this Grigori that you're talking about, they're old, very old vampires. 700, 800 years old, maybe. And it shouldn't have been a problem, but now that you say that one of them is awakened, then that's like bringing a foreign plant into an ecosystem that it's not used to.
Okay.
So, to my understanding, you brought a weapon. Well, at least retrieved it. And what would you like us to do about it?
I think Enid swallows a bit nervous, but they readjust themselves and they say, my hunter self, we want to get to the bottom of this, and the main concern is that none of the, I guess, traditional methods of thwarting vampires seem to work against Sonora. One of the hunters in my cell had garlic, and
He starts laughing. Darling, garlic only works for some vampires. And those are the ones that maybe while they were alive believed enough of that. Kindred don't normally have much weaknesses. At least one that we see in the movies. You know, that they control the media, and they create these fallacies and false narratives that I don't know, garlic or wild flowers or such can stop them. It might be true for some, but not for all. And them being as old as they are, they might not be affected with what you might understand as deterrence for Kindred.
I was kind of afraid you'd say something like that, but it's all right.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
So you're a person of faith.
And I think she'll see some sort of conflict go on in Enid's countenance, and they go, yes, I'm a person of faith. I have to be. It's
Well, it's
my
not a matter of whether you have to be. One thing that I can say that stops Kindred dead in their tracks is true faith. The belief that God or some outer planar being, some outer planar force is real, and that there is real good in this world. Nothing stops them in their tracks more than belief that something is out there that triumphs over their evil. Believing in it and building this whole true faith is hard. And I'm not going to pretend that you can learn it in an overnight. What I can tell you, however, is there are things that can draw it upon one's faith and have it serve as true faith.
what you're saying. It makes sense.
Of course.
So you're saying there's other beings, other entities I could have faith in?
I'm just saying that there is a lot of things at work that we don't understand, that even I, someone who can see the weave of time, space, and reality and alter it at my whim. There's something more beyond that. After they say that, you notice that in front of you, you didn't even notice it, are cups of coffee.
Oh, coffee. And they sort of take a sip. They reach out to take a sip of the coffee.
It's the best coffee you've ever tasted. The way that you like it, perfect. Better than your order in your regular place that you go to for coffee. Not too sweet, not too creamy. It's perfect.
This is immaculate. This tastes exactly. How did they know to?
Oh, we didn't, but the cup does. Things like that, artifacts, items. That's what we deal with here.
I think at the mention of the items, Enid's posture straightens a bit.
If you want something to help you, I need something in return.
What can I offer? Money?
Mm,
I doubt my services would even be of help.
money we have and services I am overflowing with. Many a politician owes me favors that I can do whatever I want. What I do want is that crown. Or at least one of them. If not hers, then one of the 5. You said 5 sarcophagi. One was awakened. The other 4 were dormant. I can't step close to the film center, warding and all. If you can take Anora's crown and give it to me, then that's fantastic. But if you have to settle for the ones that were in the sarcophagi, then I'm more than happy to take those off of your hands for an important boon.
Enid considers this. They look into their coffee cup. And they kind of feel the texture of it, thinking about everything that Jessica told them about Faith and about how much they didn't know. And they said, I'm willing to give this a chance if it means stopping whatever this is from upsetting the balance in Manila and in all of the Philippines, really. I'll do it. I'll get this crown. We'll get this crown.
She holds out a hand as to shake yours.
And they stare at it, a little bit wary.
Do you want to make a check?
Yes, I want to make some sort of check here.
Intelligence and occult, please.
Intelligence and occult. Let's pull out my character sheet. Yeah, right there. Intelligence and occult. Okay. Whoop.
I need you to get 3 successes.
Let me pull up the. Okay, so 8, 8, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I got 5 successes.
Fantastic. You know that this could be something of a deal, but your grandmother once told you some deals that are struck with a handshake with supernatural beings might be a contract where if you don't do what is done, grave consequences might follow.
I think before shaking, Enid will say, I will promise to bring you this crown. But in the event that I don't, somehow, in the event that maybe I die, what will happen then? Or in the event I just somehow don't have it after chasing them down.
Well, in the event of your death, then the deal's null and void. But if you plan to cross me, then unfortunately, there are forces out there that are worse than what I can do, and they will deal with you how they see fit. I don't offer these deals lightly. So she starts to pull her hand back. If you don't want the deal, then it's fine.
No, I'm at a complete loss here. Will you do anything to the others, the other hunters? Am I the only one that's a part of this contract?
You're the only one shaking my hand?
Fair enough. Okay, then I will do this. I'll commit myself to this. I will get you that crown.
She holds out her hand again for you to shake.
And this time, Enid immediately reaches out to shake it.
You shake the hand, and a certain pulse comes to your hand. Not pain, but warmth, and you hear a click behind you, as if like a cupboard door opening. What you need is in that cupboard. Take it and leave. I do need to open the store, unfortunately.
Sure.
If you would like, please enjoy the rest of your coffee. And she stands up and walks downstairs.
Thank you. Thanks. Just calling after. But then I think they'll take a sip of their coffee as they reach for the item.
The item inside. You open the door. It is a necklace with a pendant. The pendant is about this big.
Wow.
And it is of a Santo Niño, which is a baby Jesus. Okay.
All right. And so they take that necklace out and then they tilt their head. They ponder once again what Jessica said about faith. And as they're tying the necklace, or however the mechanism is, they're just locking the necklace around their neck. And they leave the coffee cup on the table.
There's no cherubs in the sky. There's no majestic hymn that plays. But you feel watched, but not in a bad way. You feel watched over. Feel protected. As if some form of hand is on your shoulder, pushing you forward and saying, I got you.
They take what is like the 15th big breath that morning, and then they go, okay, I trust you. Whatever you are, I trust you. And I think after that, they start to walk out the store so Jessica can open it.
Yep. Gemelin opens the door for you. You leave. We're going to move over to the rest of our hunter cell. Chaz and Calamity, roll me a d10. Let's see who goes first.
Rollies. I got a 9.
7.
Okay, Chaz, we're going to go with you. Jazz.
Hi.
What is your mark?
Well, as I said last session, Anais has a shoot this morning. So she has to get up pretty early for that, actually, probably like 7-ish. So she didn't get a lot of sleep, but she did sleep like a rock. Just because she does as a person. Very jealous. So she gets up early. She has a very quick breakfast. She goes to her shoot. It's a brand, like an up and coming brand, that is all locally sourced. Um, so she, it's like very important to her, but she doesn't really let that show. It does seem like she's a bit distracted this morning, though, as she goes through her shoot. The photographer has to direct her in ways that she isn't usually known for. She's usually very
Yeah.
natural in front of the camera.
And as the shoot goes, you go to craft services, everything is like, it's like clockwork. You've been to shoots before, it's fine. And you get to the dressing room, and waiting for you is a huge bouquet of flowers. And there's a cart in front of it.
Oh. I approach the bouquet. I'm delighted.
Mm-hmm.
I pick up the card.
Pick up the card, you open it. It says, "So sorry. Might have come across very forward. Didn't mean to be too aggressive. Purely for business, I would love to meet with you." And then at the bottom it says, "Basti."
I like thumb one of the petals just to make sure it's real.
It's real. It's real.
Looks expensive.
It's in an elaborate arrangement. You have peonies, roses, and orchids. It smells divine. The color palette is white. Very, very friend forward, nothing romantic.
Okay. I get out my phone.
Okay.
Like, I open the DM thread because I was gonna block his ass, but instead I go, "The flowers are a nice touch."
You notice that the message that he had his number is deleted.
Ah, smart. Yeah, and I'll just say, "The flowers were a nice touch," and then I'll say, "I've got time today if you do."
You get a message back. "Hi, this is Christy, Basti's assistant. Basti can't come to the phone right now, but I bet he will be elated to meet with you and hear the news. He is currently busy, but he will have some time currently this evening. Late coffee, dinner, maybe? Question mark."
I will text back. There's like a moment where Anais goes, "Oh, he has an assistant." But then she'll go, "What time? I might be busy later tonight, but dinner sounds good."
You see 3 dots. It stops. And excuse me. I just really need to sneeze.
Bless you.
You got three dots. It stops. And then 6 p.m. seems like sunset. That should be fine.
Okay. Sunset it is, and I'll send it, and I will send a quick text to the group chat, like, "Are we reconvening tonight?" I might be busy.
This is around like 3 p.m. now.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Long shoot.
Was a long shoot.
I
Yeah.
think Enid will text first. I do have something to share with you all tonight, and that would be really cool if we could talk about it.
I'll text back. After that, Arjun, you get same from Arjun.
Yeah, Kyo says, no plans. Where am I meeting you? Or where are we meeting?
Pennies. But can we make that like 10, 9, 10?
Thumbs up.
Yeah, Enid says, sure.
Okay.
See y'all then.
Right.
Sounds good.
Then you get a
Date.
you get a response. Should we send a car? Question mark.
Car. Oh wow. No, comma, I have a driver, but thank you.
Fantastic. And then sends you an address. If you Google the address, it is a kind of restaurant cafe in Quezon City. Not too far from Atadeni's. It's about like 15 minutes away from Atadeni's to be exact.
Perfect. Okay.
We fast forward a few hours later. You get there. It's a lot of plants, a lot of greens. It looks like a house, but it is this restaurant. And you see a few cars there, parked outside. You see a bunch of people inside, kind of like having their dinner and whatnot. And as you approach, you hear behind you, Anais.
Turn around and look.
You look and you see this like good-looking man, frosted kind of like dye, well dressed, very very presentable looking, very familiar. You've seen this guy on billboards on the city. Like, hey, I'm Bastian. Holds a hand out. So shake your hand.
Hi. I will shake his hand. Anais has a very firm grip, an incredibly, surprisingly firm grip.
Roll me wits and awareness real quick.
Oh boy. Ba-ba-ba. Wits and awareness. Okay. Where are all my d10s? Five. Let's see. 1, 2, 2 successes.
Successes?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of cold handshake.
Hi. Yeah. You look much better in person, I have to say.
Thanks. You look stunning. I'm sorry. This is I don't want this to be misconstrued. This is business, but I am really glad to meet your acquaintance. And there are outside seating, and he ushers you to one of these booths. He looks like a regular. The waiter outside instantly recognizes him. He ushers you to the table. You guys sit down. Waiter is like, can I get you guys anything? Usual, sir? He's like, nothing for me right now.
You're not eating?
No, I had like another business meeting before this.
So this is where you take all your business deals.
No, just, certain ones.
Okay. Well, I'll order from the waiter, I guess. Something light since. Oh, actually, I probably wouldn't have eaten much since this morning. So something heavier. My fault. Something heavier. And I'll turn to him and I'll be like, so thank you for thinking of me. I didn't know you knew who I was, to be honest with you.
Oh, no, me and my assistant, I think you've spoken to my assistant. We tend to like look around for new talent, and we saw your work. I really enjoyed it. But I tend to like building rapport with people that I work with. Please tell me about yourself. Like, are you local? Were you born here? Did you grow up here? Did you grow up overseas?
Well, it's kinda, I guess you could say. My Lola is David Di Malanta. My Lolo is David Di Malanta. He owns Di Malanta Travel Agency.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm familiar. Yes.
I actually grew up here and in America, I guess you could say. I went to school in America.
Oh,
the U.S.
That's great. That's great. Well, welcome home then.
Thank you. Yeah, I graduated last year, and I've been working on my modeling. Although my Lola wants me to go to university.
Oh well, conservative family members kind of tend to want that for us. I remember my parents wanted me to get into the military. Wasn't for me. Yeah. And the food was quick. Food came out real quick. And you notice that the waiter leaves the two of you. I'll be frank here. He looks around. There's no job. I wanted to know what you saw last night.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Takes out his phone. He flips through it. He tosses it over. And it's a picture of you guys in a van leaving the center.
I thought I was the only moonlighting model around here.
Wits and awareness, please.
Oh boy.
3 successes.
Am I gonna die?
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, okay. That's so reassuring. Thank you so much. Yeesh. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 3 successes.
He's got an immaculate smile.
Okay.
But his teeth are too sharp. Way too sharp. Look, I'm not here to harm anyone. Okay. You're good at what you do on and off camera. I assume. I just need you to know what happened last night. And it's gonna be for the best of all of us that you tell me what's going on.
Are you threatening me right now? Because you should know that I took down a ghoul all by myself last night.
I'm not one for threats. Okay. This is new to me. I hate the whole I'm gonna suck your blood thing. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be like this, okay? I just answer to a few people.
So are they the ones asking, or are you?
You can say that they're the ones asking. If it were up to me, we'd have like a really wonderful conversation. Let's set you up with a job and then see where it goes from there. But my hands are tied.
Well, how about this? This is how dates usually go, right? You can ask your questions, and I can ask mine.
Sure.
Go ahead and start. You brought it up.
What did you find in the film center?
We went there looking for equipment.
Okay.
Lost GoPro, among other things.
Okay.
We found ghouls. And we found some sarcophagi. Coffins?
Fun.
Your turn.
Go ahead.
Who is the one asking?
I can't tell you who, but I can tell you what they do.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sure.
I don't know how much you know about vampire life. But we
Thanks for
answered
nothing. I'm not a vampire, so.
well, we answered to a few people. And these people like to keep peace. Contrary to people's belief. We want to feed, but we don't want to spook the cows, you know? I
That's an
can't.
incredibly crass way of referring to people, but sure.
I am influenced by the people around me. I was not like this 8 years ago, okay? So, please, forgive me for being a little bit crass.
So, the people you work for, they're good guys, is what you're telling me.
The people I work for want to make sure that the people they're against don't get an upper hand.
Okay.
So the things that you saw at the film center were brought here for people who were basically colonizers. And it's meant to make them stronger and have a foot on the necks of the people that made me.
Well, fuck a colonizer, so.
Exactly.
Okay. Your turn.
Was there anybody who was awake from the coffins?
Yes.
Okay, your turn.
Thank you. What are you going to do with this information? Not you, the people upstairs or whatever.
Well, they're probably going to send people like me to take care of it, clean it up, and, you know.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
And then it's my turn. Why?
Because the person who woke up is the scariest monster I've ever faced.
Huh. Scarier than me?
I take you in my sleep.
I'll hold you to that.
Can I, above table, can I make sure he's on the up and up, I guess?
Wits and insight.
That's an insight. Insight. Oh, it's not terrible.
3 successes should be fine.
2 successes.
2 successes, you can reroll if you'd like. You can spend a willpower. If this means a lot to you to know what he's putting down, then you
I
can.
do. I actually think I have a free one. Somebody
By
sent
all
it to me
means.
in chat.
Hell yeah.
Yay! Do I reroll 1 or do I reroll all 4?
Up to 3 of the failures.
Oh, okay.
So you can keep those successes and you can roll the failures.
Oh, 1 success. So 3 total.
They're annoyingly flirtatious, but it is a front for them because this is something that they really need to figure out. They're being upfront with you as much as they can. They're not really lying, but they're also very guarded. Not necessarily, I would say guarded is the wrong word. They're restricted to say what they can tell you.
I think that I should talk to the people who are above you.
That might not be a good idea.
Is that like walking into the lion's den?
Oh no, fuck that cliche. No, they're not. They don't take kindly to your kind.
That why they send you, pretty face?
Well, apart from being pretty to look at, of course, then I've just had more experiences. Like I said, I didn't used to be like this.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Well, take a message back from me then.
Sure.
If they're really set on this, I'm willing to talk to my people and see if we can work out something.
Okay. I'm going to tell you this right now, basically, what they were ready to offer in case of any kind of negotiations happen tonight. You have me to help you. What I can do isn't as great as what I used to be able to do. But I can help you out. So this is the time where I ask you politely instead of more forwardly, would you like to exchange numbers?
You should know I'm not into you.
It's still young.
But, sure. One last question.
Last question? I mean, your food just got here. We have the whole night.
Okay. Oh, I forgot the question. I trust you.
I would be disappointed if you did, but I wouldn't hate it if you.
What's the definition of a non-answer? I will give him my number. Oh, I remember the question.
Please ask.
I was wondering if everybody here knows that you're a bloodsucker.
Oh, of course not. That would be That would be irresponsible to let people know.
I will shoot off a message to the group chat. That's just like, met a hot vampire boy, might have some info. See you tonight.
Pics, question mark, question mark, question mark.
And then I will shoot off a message to my driver that's like, 1 more hour. 1 more hour.
Okay, as you get to know Basti, we're gonna rewind real quick. Kehoe,
Hello.
how was your morning, and what did you plan to do today?
Morning was good because they didn't really have anything to do. This was a slow morning for them. They kind of woke up,
Mhm.
took some time to make like a nice hot beverage, probably some like coffee, I would think. Yeah, Keo seems like coffee to me. And then like had a little like hour long cello practice because that is not something they have given up. He really enjoys playing still, just not in the situation they were before. And then I think he kind of like watches some TV, and once the message comes in that they're gonna meet later, uh, like makes himself like a big like fancy meal. They're just enjoying themselves today. They don't have any plans, and they are just loving it. But I do think in the back of their head, the kind of like dreams, like vision they had, just like keeps playing.
Mhm. And as that vision keeps playing in your head, you get a you get a text. And it's from, let me check my notes. And it comes from an unknown number. And you open the message, it says, "Hey, heard you helped David out last night. Name's Brenda. Can we meet and talk about what happened last night?"
Is this someone I've heard of before?
Roll me intelligence or streetwise, or intelligence politics.
Let's do either are good. That's fine. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna roll another one because that one fell on the floor. Okay, that's only one success.
One success. You've heard their name in passing in hunter circles, but that's it. Take your time.
My goodness, so sorry.
No worries.
He'll go, sure.
She messages you a a small eatery near your place.
Okay.
You guys meet there. And you see a woman in her 50s. She's grizzled, very weathered appearance. She has a kind of like a faded army jacket with a bunch of like repairs done to it. And she is sitting in a on a by a table near like kind of like a like the eatery itself. Can I get you something?
Nah, I just ate. I'm good. Maybe,
Alright.
maybe a coffee. Maybe a coffee? Yeah.
Sure. And she gestures to get a coffee. A meal is provided for her. She eats very quick, like she was in the military. Look, you don't know me. I don't really
No, I
know
don't.
you, but I've heard what happened last night from David. And it just reminded me of something, and I wanted to check in.
Okay.
My name is Brenda, and I normally deal with vampires around the city. And you might be onto something that I might have failed to take into account the last time I was hunting.
Go on.
When you went to the film center, what did you see?
Sarcophagi, dead person, come back to life. Big scary lady, which I'm sure you've heard about.
Yeah, did they have anything on them? A weapon, an item, something that, I don't know,
Mm,
scepter maybe, I don't know.
no, just like a little tiara, like a little crown.
Okay.
It's cute, honestly.
Did they do anything special with it?
What do you mean special?
There's, I don't know how much you've heard, but there's a lot of things going around in the city, and we can't figure it out. And right now, the answer might be just what happened in Film Center. Like you have fucking tikbalang just prancing around and collecting multiple brides,
Yeah,
and they're
that's a lot.
stronger. It's I just don't know what to do.
I don't know if this is like, I don't know, this might be weird. But I did have this like dream kind of thing. And the lady we saw was they could do weird stuff, and honestly that's kind of been rolling in the back of my mind, to specifically to the supernatural, which sounds a lot like what's happening right now.
In this vision, did it had anything to do with the crown that you mentioned?
I mean, yeah, like she's wearing the crown. I think
Okay.
that might have been what kind of maybe gave her powers. I don't know. Is the crown
Okay.
powerful? Can the crown do stuff?
Did it had some weird stones? Something?
I'm not a gym expert, but yeah, it had some like red stones in it.
Takes out a leather-bound notebook. She flips around. It looks piecemeal together. It looks like one of those ring notebooks that you can add pages to, and it's at capacity. And she flips through a page that has a bunch of scribbles on it. Wits and awareness for me real quick.
It's awareness. Where are you? Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, hold on. That's 3 successes. I am not rolling well today.
Okay. 3 successes is fine. You notice that there is on a header saying Philosopher's Stone. And you see, and she shows it to you. Does it look like this? And the drawing that they have there's several drawings. One is of a purely cut kind of perfect circular spherical thing. It's from a cutout of an old document. Or was it more like this in another document that had more jagged, more irregular pieces? And to remind you, it was more of the irregular pieces.
And like we'll point to it.
Okay.
That one.
Okay. This is bad. I didn't know that there was something like this here.
I would love to know anything that you know about what's going on here, because
There's a
last night was
phenomenon.
scary.
So there's a phenomenon called a philosopher's stone. It's not well known, but in some of our circles, people say that this can. It's like The Alchemist. That book, The Alchemist. People are saying that is based on a true story, where these stones, can alter reality, just like those mages and witches can, but on a bigger scale. Can give anybody the ability to just alter reality. Can make vampires walk in the sun. It can make creatures more powerful than they are. It can take souls away from someone. It can revive the dead. There's a lot of ways to use this. And if you are going after this, I need you to destroy it.
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Nobody should really have that. Yeah.
She
I'll
takes
try.
a
How do you destroy something like that? Because I doubt it can be done easily.
While you're saying that, she takes a piece of paper, she flips over to the next page, and she writes down a list. And it's a list of components. And a circle. It's a ritual. I need you to do this ritual and burn it in the center of in the circle. She holds up the paper and points over to a kind of circle that you make. The size doesn't matter, but all of the gems need to be inside.
So, like, question, because there was more than one sarcophagi in there. Would that be the only piece of the stone, or would there be others?
There might be others.
Oh, fun. All right.
The thing is, look, if you come across this vampire that you came across last night, take care of that one, and I'll ask for help to take care of the rest.
Yeah, we'll try. Kind of chase down our car. Yeah.
I know it's asking too much, but I don't really have anyone else to run to.
That's fair.
I can't offer anything to you either, but you know what's at stake.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm just a little concerned because, if there is something out there like this, so we're not the only ones that know about it. And I have a feeling we're going to be meeting a lot more than our big tall lady friend again.
Yeah. I can't promise anything, but I have a friend that's trying to keep it out of other vampires' reach.
Good to know there's other people who aren't trying to take it for themselves.
A friend of hers is already on it. It's fine.
Well, I was starting to get bored.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're on board.
I don't think I have a choice at this point. These things kind of find us.
It's the life we
Anything else you can
choose.
tell me about defeating this particular vampire? Because she is not like others.
I mean, do you know a priest?
No,
Um,
Martian does.
okay. She finishes her food. She takes out some money, leaves it by the plate. Come with me.
Oh,
She
what
leads you.
time is it?
It's like around lunchtime. There's a lot of time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she leads you to a car. She opens the back. She has a box, like a huge crate. She opens it up. There we go. And she takes out these. You know the buzz balls? Those like alcoholic beverage called buzz balls?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like that. She's like, I don't have a lot of these. But you can throw these at her and it should weaken her. And it's just clear water inside. These have been blessed. These have been blessed. Those operate just like a Molotov cocktail. Okay? And she takes out a box that has padding and she gives it to you. It's all I can have to offer to help.
This is more than we had before, so thank you.
And remember, staking only incapacitates them. If you want to kill them, you got to take their head.
She is very tall.
Well,
Figure it out.
if you stake her, she's going to be on the ground.
I'll leave that to one of the others. But yeah,
Cool.
I'll let you know what we find.
Kehoe, thank you.
Hopefully.
Like, I don't know. I know this isn't the perfect city for people like you. I'm pretty sure. But there are people like me, people out there that understand that this is people's homes. Whether they were born in it or they found it.
This is the closest to home I've ever had, so I'm down.
Great. All right.
How'd you get my number?
From David.
Okay. Oh, that's
Well,
fair.
I think
That's
David
not
got
sure.
it. David got it from at the Denny.
Probably at the Denny, yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Well, in that case, I will reach out hopefully soon with any updates.
Cool. Thank you. And with that, 9 p.m. comes around. One by one, you arrive at the eatery. And next to the eatery is a lively place. It was under construction the night before, but now it is a kind of bar that opened next door. Just notice that. And as you're heading into the eatery, you hear a bunch of singing and celebrating from inside. Take a seat down. At the Denny greets you and asks you, can I get you guys anything? And as you order, we're going to take a break. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Hope you guys are having fun. It's been a wonderful return to form. And we'll be right back. We'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome back. This is Madness Over Manila. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking around for our break. Bad House announcements. Bad House RPG is going to have a bunch of new things coming in Q1. More specifically, a new Darkness Eternal show. It is going to be called Embers of Rage. It is coming in February. It is a werewolf show with an all Latinx cast. You have our GM is going to be Chris Colon from the Mythic Initiative. You have the likes of D&D Imposter. You have Nobleman Nick. You have Agonthetic. You have Cleric 34, and you have myself playing a bunch of werewolves in a West Coast setting. A bunch of werewolf bikers trying to seek vengeance after to what happened to their what do you call this? Their gang. Anyway, join us for Embers of Rage next year, sometime in February. Give us a follow on our socials, Bad House RPG, both in Blue Sky, Twitter. We're not calling it whatever that name is, and here on Twitch to get updates. And that's pretty much it. This is the last stream of the year. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys are going to be at your homes with people that you don't really like, feel free to check our YouTube and watch our backlog. I know times are hard during the holidays. Let us entertain you and distract you from the craziness. Anyway, going back, each of our hunters had a meeting of their own, talking about what happened the night prior. And now they find themselves at the Denny's Eatery, albeit a little noisy because of the next door neighbors having a karaoke machine, opening a new bar. But that's fine. You guys are served some food, and you guys have the floor.
I think Enid swallows that mouthful of garlic rice, and then looks at everybody, and then goes, "How was everybody's day?"
It was fine. I don't know. I'm just kind of met up with someone, talked about some stuff. We can get into it later, but otherwise it was pretty good. Anyone else have an interesting day?
I also met someone and talked about a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
My day was uneventful. Last night, not so much.
Oh. What happened?
After
Besides the obvious.
after we split up, I did some research, and learned a lot of things. Met with some contacts and learned a lot about this, the Kindred that Enora.
Yeah.
Enora, that Enora is associated with, and ooh, it's big. I'm not sure if y'all are ready for this.
Well, go on. This is what
The
something
suspense
we're
is
up
killing
against.
me.
I am intrigued.
Yeah. Yes. Enora is one of the oldest vampires out there. I don't know if you know, but there are factions of vampires out there, and we are just their pawns in their game. We are food for them, and some of them don't care if the food runs out in their hunger. Enora is one of them.
Cool.
How are you cool with this?
Oh, bad guys, end of the world stuff.
I
That's-
think
It's all that television.
that's something we're.
TikTok.
Huh. I think that's something. When you sign up to be a hunter, you have to understand that we know we're pawns in their game.
Mhm.
We're just the ones that fight back, or at least try to.
Yeah.
You said Honora is one of the oldest. I learned that too. Today. I went to a Laos herb shop, the apothecary. He needed to acquire some help of some sort. This is clearly something none of us have ever faced. I mean, don't you remember? The garlic did absolutely nothing for you, Arjun.
It was stale.
I told you that.
Very astute observations, but I have something that can help. And they sort of tapped their Santo Niño, their necklace there. And once sorry, you said what?
A baby.
A baby.
Oh.
A baby.
Oh.
Yes, not just any baby. It's Jesus. The Jesus Christ. Amazing.
Oh, the
the
baby. End all be all babies. Gotcha.
This is an artifact. It'll help us.
How?
Whatever we need to do. Well, I kind of took it upon myself as a hunter to try and fulfill my duty in whatever way possible. This artifact has some sort of entity attached to it that will be able to assist us somehow, and I suppose that's something I'll have to find out later for myself, but at this point, I'm willing to do anything. So, yes.
Like a djinn? Djinn a thing?
Probably, right?
I'm not sure. Would a djinn be attached to a necklace of Jesus?
Who knows? The lamp
The
thing is kind
Leopold.
of stereotyped. So.
Here, I also have things that might be able to help, and I'm going to reach into a bag and pull out like wads of cash and give each of you 10,000 pesos.
What the hell? What's
Is the
Thank
money
you. I have a credit card, but
have an
thanks.
entity in it too?
No, this is these are funds to use as you see fit. I anticipate lots more fighting.
Who gave
Why
this to
you're
you?
so baller.
I work very hard, and have saved up a lot of money for something as big as this. And
Why did you decide to give it to us now?
I didn't know how big this was until my research last night.
Can I?
Yo, like folds their arms and like
Call
binds his
bullshit.
hair.
Yeah, I was like, I want to see, like,
Do I need to
if,
roll any? Do I need to roll anything as a contested check or something?
So you're trying to. Okay, so
I'm trying to give them money.
try to give them money, but are you lying about?
I'm absolutely lying about. I'm trying to hide the fact that I needed to be shown all of this stuff, and this, yeah.
Okay, subterfuge and charisma, then wits and awareness for anyone trying to see past that lie.
Okay, and
and it's just going to be a contest.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. I got 2 successes.
2 successes.
You have to beat the 2 successes. Meeting it does not beat it, unfortunately.
Can I use a willpower to re-roll one of my
Sure.
failures?
Sure.
Okay, I will do that. This is
Do I want this?
Arjun's pride. Okay, 3 successes.
I got 4.
So you need 4
Oh, yeah, let's
successes.
go!
I rolled my first 10.
Sorry, I was recounting things. Okay.
Paul Arjun on his bullshit.
I got 3 successes and also a 10. So
4
What does
successes.
it do?
Oh, shit.
Something?
Okay,
Oh.
so
Oh,
you got a
it
crit.
counts. I forgot
I got
about that.
5
Then I got 3.
successes.
Oh, wait, math. It counts. Okay, I got 4 successes then.
If you have 2 10s, 2 10s is 4. 1 10 is a single success.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Then I only got 2.
Okay.
Calamity, how easy have you been able
I,
to?
I'm too gay for this math.
The gay math. All right. So, Enid
everyone
and
sees
Kehoe, you see past the lie.
Because he's bullshit.
I think after that, there's this bit of silence that hangs in the air before Enid goes, "You're hiding something. Where'd you get this money? This is a lot of money for you to have all of a sudden." I mean, you
I got help. Okay, being in this long enough, you make some friends, and someone
Friends?
wanted to help out.
Can we be a little bit more specific? Who is your friend? Who is your friend that has all this money?
Well, his name is Tupe.
I don't know if that would ring any bells to anybody here. Just asking over the table. Okay.
And he gave us these funds because Enora is big trouble for everyone.
Does it kind
And-
of feel like everybody's interested in this Enora business? But also like
why
they're
do you say
using
that?
us. Well, because I told you that I met somebody, and he also wants to help us take care of this scary super old vampire.
Did you say so at the first place?
I did.
Well, you just said that you met somebody, but you didn't say. Okay,
We're
well,
gonna go into it later. Anyway, yeah, so he's like a vampire or whatever, and he hit me up last night because he saw us tearing out of that place like a bat out of hell. Apparently the
We were
people
being
he's working.
watched.
Oh yeah, he had
By
like pictures.
a vampire.
Yeah, like a
Creepy.
whole sharp fangs can't be led into a house unless he's invited type shit. Yeah.
Did he?
That's where
did
you
he-
were at sunset. You were meeting with a vampire who was.
Yeah, but he's like really cool.
Did he also have like a face that looked like a sandwich?
What?
What?
No.
Never mind.
He's the face of a god. Actually, he's that face, and I'll just point to a random billboard.
Yeah, you see a poster at the Denny's, which is for like a cellular service.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he on the
He
ice?
was in my DMs last night. And,
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, turns out he works for some people who are very interested in making sure that Honora goes bye-bye. Which sounds like fine to me. We were already planning on doing that, right? So
Yeah.
kind of helps having a vampire in your back pocket.
Yeah, and 50,000 pesos. I mean 40,000 pesos.
Huh?
What? Just more garlic rice.
I might have a reason as to why a lot of people are so interested. Not just because Nora is a big scary lady, um, but also remember that crown she was wearing?
Yeah. Big sparkly.
Apparently, that gem has this thing called a philosopher's stone in it. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's a pretty powerful kind of
Like
thing.
from
And
that
and
stupid
like they'll say
wizarding
this like
book
kind
we
of
don't talk
quietly
about.
because they don't want everyone to hear them talking about. Yeah, there's a philosopher's stone.
Yeah.
So they will say that part kind of quietly. Like there is a philosopher's stone. Apparently, is what is in that, and it can do things like affect the supernatural and make them able to do things that they can't usually do, which I think sounds a bit familiar.
I see.
So we have a very old and very powerful vampire who has a remote control for creatures of the night to do her bidding. An army,
Very tall. You forgot very tall.
very, very tall.
Well, oh, sorry. Oh, I thought somebody was saying something. Uh, and Honora is one of the 5 that are awake. So if the others awaken, that could probably be more of a problem.
Yeah, they might
Miss,
have other stones.
yeah, Enid
There's
nods and
more. There's more stones.
But we have a way to destroy them.
Okay.
We do. And like we'll kind of like look around and say, I got this like little circle, little ritual circle thing.
oh, okay.
And if you put the stone in it, kind of.
Sure.
I guess this is what I was told. I also got these sweet bombs. Just has one on deck.
I will
Okay.
immediately take. I will. Ooh.
Okay.
Been blessed. It'll stop Nora in her tracks.
Perfect. You all were really busy today.
Yeah.
What about you, Enid?
I mean, I got this artifact from Miss Lau, Jessica, and then they sort of swallow again. And they go, their mouth gets a little bit dry because they listen to Kehoe talk about destroying the Philosopher's Stone. And I think Enid would be able to put 2 and 2 together and determine that's probably why Jessica wanted one of them. But they're not going to share that right away. They're just going to say, we made a deal. Lau is a mage. And she was able to lend this artifact to me in exchange for taking Enora down.
Glad everyone's helpful for such a powerful thing.
Gonna
And
say
people
it
would be
kind of
greedy.
feels like we're scapegoat pawns, if you want to use that word.
I mean, we did encounter Nora and managed to live, so I think we impressed a bunch of people.
Oh.
There's a balance that needs to be maintained. That's something that Lau communicated to me. And even though we're pawns, we're also a part of that balance. That much was also made clear.
Okay.
So, what do we do now? What do we've done the research? We know how big of a problem Enora is. We have a means of getting the stones away.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to take her
Well,
down before we can take the stones.
Yeah. we've got this money from
Me.
Tupe.
Tupe.
Mm. I guess we can buy more equipment with it, right? Talk to David.
Yes. We can find traps. We can make cages. Something tells me Enora will be very difficult to take out. She's so tall, you know.
She's very, very tall.
Just so tall. Okay.
I've got these
Okay.
the bombs though. They'll slow her down.
Yeah, why don't we just like make a cage, lure her
Stakes
in? We could use
only do so
Arjun
much.
as
They just
bait.
incapacitate. So.
Just like throw a bomb or two in there,
By me.
and then we're good.
Sure. All right. And then we'll have to get the crown off of her head, and we also have to make sure none of the others get awoken.
Yeah, that seems really important, actually.
Is there a way to take their crowns without waking them up?
Potentially, but I don't think Enora would be a very big fan of that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
also imagine that taking her down would cause like a huge ruckus.
Maybe we take her away from the coffins first, or the sarcophagus.
we
Yeah,
could
we
use.
don't really know where she's hiding.
Actually, a good idea.
Her prince is dead, but she doesn't know that yet.
Right.
We
Exactly.
could use that.
That's what they came here for. That's what they were brought here for, the Gregory.
Where can we use that would be safe for like regular people?
Well,
Does anybody just happen to have a shiny hunter facility that we could use? Arjun, you
I
have
don't.
contacts, don't you?
I could look
Friends?
around.
Ask Tupe.
That might be very difficult. But I will. I can try.
Well,
I
he's
can
got all
look
that
around.
cash. He's got to know somebody. People with money know things, or know people, rather.
GM, would I know of a abandoned facility somewhere?
Do you have any contacts, like dots and contacts?
Do
Or
I have any
allies?
contacts? Probably not. I don't think so. All the people that I have listed in my backstory are dead.
In terms of like your stats, do you have any
Oh.
dots in contacts?
Any dots in contacts? Sorry. None.
None? Okay. Roll me either, and this is up to you, charisma or intelligence and streetwise.
Ooh. Okay. I'm good at this. Marginally. 3 success.
3 successes.
Yeah.
You can probably give a call to someone you've done a job with before, to get like maybe like a warehouse,
Okay.
to like maybe do whatever you need to do, like set a trap, but it's gonna cost you.
That's fine. I'll, as it pops into my head that I do have a contact. Actually, yes. However, there might be a fee to use this place. I'll
Just
find out.
Pass him back the cash.
Yeah, I'll find out and set up a time for as soon as possible.
once we figure this out, we'll have to figure out how we're going to get Enora to leave the Manila Film Center and chase the bait back to the trap.
Say that Arjun looked like he would taste really good, so.
Oh,
You could say Arjun's the print. Well, no, that wouldn't really work.
That's right.
I have a considerable amount of protection. I wouldn't mind babysitting Arjun.
Baby, I'm the oldest one here.
And
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
And if Kiho and Anais, you both, I don't know what role you might like to play, but
I stab things.
perfect.
I hit
Like
things.
all I'm good at.
I feel like I'm good at other things, but I mostly hit.
Maybe, okay, if Arjun's the bait, I can help protect everybody to try to make sure nothing slips past us.
You can make sure
Wanna-
she stays in the cage or the
Yes.
trap.
Right.
I gotta figure
She's
out a way to draw
also-
this circle.
Sure.
Bossie's also planning on like physically helping us out there, so
Oh.
maybe we could discuss like more in-depth plans with him. I could invite him.
All right. If this vampire really wants to help,
I don't know if want is the word. Kind of has to.
fair. It would help to have Bastet's power on our side for this, something like this.
And as you guys wind down and just continue on with the planning, always be my baby ends next door, in the karaoke bar, and a familiar tune starts playing, and somebody belts out, starts to sing after the instrumental. And the lyrics that you hear are, let me pull this up.
And now the end.
30
This
seconds, remember.
year-
30 seconds.
Yeah, you hear, and now the end is near, so I face my final curtain. And the song goes on, and people are worried, and you see people start to leave from exit. And you start to hear a commotion all of a sudden. A sudden, eerie kind of disturbance. And you hear the voice on the mic choke. And you hear the mic drops with a sickening thud and feedback following.
I think Enid looks at everybody and then books it in that direction.
Oh.
Get up my knives.
Hold up. Hold up.
You guys head out and you get to next door. And you notice that there is a just commotion. The guy in front has suffered some form of heart attack. But the convulsing is continuing. Kiho, roll me intelligence in occult or wits in occult.
Is 1, 2 successes?
2 successes. You can't peg it, but there's something supernatural going on. Your supernatural senses are pinging. Something's going on here that is not normal.
Yeah, there's some other kind of shit happening here.
Is anyone still running out? I'd like to stop them and just ask them what is happening.
We don't know. He just started singing my way. Nobody sings my way. We just thought someone was gonna be shooting up the place, and now all of a sudden he's just convulsing on the floor.
I'm gonna check him, the guy who's convulsing.
Okay, do you physically go to him?
Yeah, I physically go up to him and I like grab his shoulders.
As you grab his shoulder, some force. I need you to roll me a dexterity and athletics, please.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, too many. Too many. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, I got 2 10s.
So 4.
Nice.
So 4 plus 2, 6 successes.
6 successes. Okay. You feel a supernatural push that you instantly avoid. You're able to jump back from it. And as the place is now vacated, only the person convulsing and you are in this area. You see the body start to raise unnaturally. Kind of like in a limbo kind of stance, but you see them stand on their tiptoes. And they turn and stand upright to you suddenly. And they rush to your face, and you were inches away from them, Aeneas. And you hear them say, "How dare they sing such a poor version?" And it's just, you look into their eyes and their eyes go white and blank. "Are you going next?" And they try to grab at you again. With your 6, I will allow it.
Allow a
You
turn,
allow you to freely move away or dodge the attack.
Is he still bent over? Is he
He's
did he do the
upright
whole
now.
whack?
Yep.
Spooky. I'm gonna say I'm really more of a stray kid sort of girl, and then I'm going to I'll take a swipe at him, I guess, basically. Can I tell he's dead, firstly?
He's not dead. The person
He's
is
not
not dead. You
Okay,
know
then
that this is a possession.
Okay. In that case, I will switch to the hilt of my blades. I have 2 daggers. And I'll just kind of flip them around and then try to hit him on the side in the temple with my hilt.
Let's do dexterity and melee.
Oh god, that's my best skill. It's the only thing I do. I snark and I hit things. Okay, 1 second. I have to do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are all my d10s? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7? Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Successfully hit them in the temple. And they stagger. You see them rear back, and they hold a hand up. And next to you, Kiho, is a speaker. You see the speaker fly off the attachment towards you. I need you to roll me dexterity and athletics, please.
Can I hit it with my baseball bat?
You can hit it with your baseball bat
dexterity
if you want. Strength and melee.
That might
Would
hurt.
be better.
Yeah.
Let me see what my melee is.
But
We're
my
gonna go with
hands.
the dexterity and athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll just dodge it. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ooh, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
You smack it away. Enid and Arjun, what are the two of you doing?
Can Enid determine if this is a possession?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
wits and
failed
occult.
that.
Okay.
I was gonna say, could I also do the same check?
Sure, of course.
Arjun has seen enough episodes of
Wits
Supernatural. This
and
might look familiar.
occult. Okay. Let's try this again.
6 is a success, right?
Yes, 6 and
Yeah.
above. 3 successes.
Oh, I rolled 5 instead of 6. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 4 successes.
4 successes. The both of you know that this is a possession.
Great.
With the 4 successes, however, I'm just gonna say any longer, maybe 5 minutes longer, this guy is gonna have a heart attack and die.
Okay. I think Enid goes, Don't hurt the body. Don't do it. And they're going to just, I guess they'll touch their pendant, and they say, in the name of the Father and the Son of the Holy Ghost, that God arise and that his enemies be scattered. And they'll go on and start praying, and then just kind of stand there.
Roll me a charisma and occult. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. What's my charisma like? Okay. Pretty juicy dice pool, not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. Whoop! Got 110.
So that's 1.
Oh, got 6 successes.
Okay.
Oh wow, nice.
All right. With 6 successes, you see the body stop in its tracks. It is being held by some supernatural force. Arjun, what are you doing?
I'm chucking a bag of salt at this thing.
Okay.
I've
me.
I've seen it, like again, Arjun. His research comes from Supernatural. He's like throwing salt.
Roll me. Let's say dexterity and melee,
Dexterity and melee. Ooh.
or resolve and melee, whichever is higher.
Or resolve, and they're the same. Hold on, I gotta get another D10.
Ooh.
I know, right? I know, right?
Love that feeling.
8, 10, 10, 2.
Okay, so 8, 10,
No.
10, and 2, right? So
Yeah.
that is 6 successes. You chuck this glob of salt, and you see, Kiho, you see this, the body separates with this being. It's an older man, in kind of like a tattered, broken down suit. And you see it kind of like just exhale in this monstrous kind of tone, and it is there. Bit by bit, the rest of you start to see the shimmering kind of image.
Is the person who was possessed conscious?
They're unconscious, but they look like they're fine.
Okay, I'm going to grab that person and then move them to the side of the room away from any further danger.
Okay.
Does anyone know how to exercise a ghost?
And I'm like, you need to wake up. You need to run. You need to get out of here. Come on. as I'm dragging.
He's not waking up,
That's
unfortunately.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think I'm going to try to finish my prayer. Like I'm just mumbling the prayer,
Yeah.
and then
What you're
looking at the other-
noticing is the only thing that it can do for you is to hold it in place. Kiho and Anais, roll me intelligence and occult.
Oh, I got 2 10s
Is that
and a
9
4,
or
so
6?
Four successes.
Yep.
Oh no, that's a 6. Okay, so 10 and 2 6s. So that's 3
Or 3
4
successes.
3 successes.
Okay. With 4 successes, you know that if you either have to have an incantation or like a prayer to exercise it, or you need to hit it with iron to dissipate the body.
Well, my knives are iron,
Okay.
probably. It
Yeah,
makes
you could hit.
sense. Yeah,
Sure.
I'm just gonna after Kyo goes, does anyone know how to exercise a ghost? I'm just gonna flip my daggers around so that they are blade first. I'm gonna say, I do, and I'm just gonna slash through it with both. I'm just gonna
Okay.
double slash.
Dexterity and melee, please.
6, 7.
I need you to get 4 successes.
2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. You slice it and it dissipates. And you hear an exhale. And the spirit is gone.
I will
Amen.
sheathe my knives. What do you have against my way?
Maybe I like a diva complex. They were the only one who's good at it. Didn't want anyone else to sing it. Maybe it was like their song.
And you see Ate Denny running in. What happened here?
Pissed off ghost. Didn't like his version of my way.
Okay.
I'm trying to wake up the dude.
The dude
I'm gonna
is
remove my shoe and put it
not-
underneath his nose.
yeah, not
Like smelling
conscious.
Okay.
Not conscious, but like breathing.
Okay.
Stable.
I'm gonna Ate, I'm bringing him inside. If there's anything you know that
Yeah.
you could-
Yeah, we'll wait for the ambulance and I said. And during that whole thing, you hear Ate Denny just say like this, there's no signs of hauntings in this area. At least never before. Just, this is weird. Look, hey, food's on me. Thanks for doing what you did.
That's what we do, Ate.
I'll figure this out. She takes care of the guy. Ambulance shortly arrives, and with that, the night is over. You guys, yes.
No, I was just gonna say before we leave, I delete that song from the karaoke catalog.
Nice.
And with that, we end our session. For the next time, we'll figure out how to trap a vampire. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a while, and it will be another while, but we'll come back happy in the new year. Hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. I'm going to introduce our hunters again, and starting with Amihan.
Hi everybody. Thanks for watching tonight. I have been Enid. Tonight. Did I say my name? Amihan. But My name is Mihan.
Say it one more time, just in case.
Yes, using he, they pronouns. Just nothing to plug right now, but do keep an eye on my social media. I have an announcement to make in the new year. Yippee. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Calamity.
Hello, I'm Calamity. Pronoun she, they. I have played Kehoe today. You can find me as Hey Calamity with 3 Ys on all the things. Plugs. Keep an eye on Telltale Hearts. We have a lot of really cool stuff that's coming out in the new year. That's Telltale. And also go follow Gehenna Gaming and check out Eldritch Automata, which I helped write on. It's going on Kickstarter in January.
Hell yeah. Jazz.
What up? I'm Jazz, also known as Cinder Scory on the Everywheres. I was Anais tonight, and she was very badass. I'm super proud of her. Oh man, Other Sider Studios just ended the Arcane Core season 3. But you can catch the VOD for the finale, and all of the other episodes should be up on YouTube shortly. I play a very different character there, and both are let's just say both have romantic interest question. I don't know what's happening here. I don't have anything else that I'm doing currently, but keep an eye on my socials because I do have a bunch of projects coming out next year. I'm very excited. So
Last but not least, Kappa.
Hi everyone. This is Kappa. Christian is okay too. You can find me on the internet at the Kappa Chris. I was Arjun today, the shittiest character I come up this whole year. But I'm very proud of him. If you want to see what I'm up to, Undying Corruption just came out with arc 1 of of what they're going to be releasing next year. It's in PDF form right now, so just go to Nine Heavens Press on Twitter. I wrote for that. This is my second writing credit. I wrote the Kyogen Federation, which is the analog to Fantasy Japan, much like how oh man, this is bad. I forgot what the mainland is called in Undying Corruption. Anyway, it's the Fantasy Japan to Fantasy Korea in Undying Corruption. That's a really great team. Look forward to new stuff happening in the new year. Please enjoy each other's company. Stay warm, stay fed during the holidays.
And I was your storyteller for tonight. My name is Fabian. You can find me at Rockinson Pens. And here at Bad House RPG, I am one of the producers. Again, catch me next year. Not only here, but also Embers of Rage. We have a bunch of new stuff lined up for the next year. So that's going to be wonderful. Also, if you're a comic book fan, tomorrow, a 5-page extra story, backup story that I did with Amy Chase is going to be on Newburn. It is from Image Comics. It is a wonderful D&D heist story. So check that out. $3.99 at your local comic book shop. That's pretty much it. That being said,
I just remember it was called Dangguk.
Hell yeah.
Fantasy Korea for Undying Corruption. Okay, sorry, my bad. Continue.
No worries. That being said, we'll join you guys in the new year. If you guys are going to be lonely for that, again, check out our YouTube for our VODs and catch up on the other stuff that we have there, such as ETL by Night, Ashes of New Amsterdam. We have The Lion's Den, other like Vampire the Masquerade stuff. Anyway, we'll see you guys next year. Bye.